the morning after and I'm checking my raspberry jalapeno jam, and I had one that didn't seal. So let's talk about why this happens. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the rim of the jar and make sure there are no chips, because even the tiniest of chips will cause a jar not to seal. Now, I don't feel anything, so that is not the case. Also, you want to make sure that these are squeaky clean. I've noticed on some of the new jars, they seem to have like a coating. I don't know, but they're not squeaky clean. So this one is squeaky clean. So the other thing is my lid. I will admit I did reuse lids. Now, I know this is controversial that you're not supposed to reuse the lids. However, I assume the risk that if I reuse a lid, I may have a fail. Now, I normally examine my lids to make sure there's no nicks in them, make sure they're not bent, that sort of thing. And this one did look good. Now, since there are no nicks in the jar, I've got to assume it's the lid or there was something sticky on my rim. So what are my options at this point? I basically have two options. I can either just put this in the refrigerator and use it, but I already have a jar in there, so I don't really want to do that. Or I can put a new flat on it and I can reprocess it. Reprocessing may seem like a big deal to some, but I have an electric canner. It's actually still hooked up because I was planning on doing something else. So I can just put it in, reprocess it for the 10 minutes and be done. So that's what I'm gonna do.